Grand Rising, beloved. Gonna see us. Just giving people some time to come up in here. I hope y'all are having a blessed week so far. I know it's only one day in, but I hope yesterday was a good day for y'all. My nephew got me wanting to come up here now every morning because we got a little boost of energy since we talk every morning anyway. We said we just gonna go for it. So I hope all is well. Today we're gonna talk about Young Thug because it looks like Young Thug may be coming home. That's what it's looking like. So I don't know. It's some strange times, man. Even the law is off. Like you don't know what the hell is going on no more. Let me see that. I dropped a comment. I dropped the link in the comments, nephew. Whenever you get here, you can click on that. Me and my nephew noticed a few things about Young Thug that he had in common with some other people in the industry, and we probably gonna build on that. This world nowadays is so unpredictable. It's so unpredictable. This guy was in a world of trouble. People was telling on him, but somehow it looks like the case is just like he's gaining leeway now. Um, Hold on, I gotta send this link to my nephew. I don't even know if I could do it. Oh boy, hold on, y'all. There's always some type of technical some crap going on. It's just really bizarre how these people get in so much trouble and then it just miraculously turns around. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird, y'all. It's a weird time. Um, I guess I said this to tease. Um, Meanwhile, while I'm waiting for my nephew, Amari Stoudemire. Remember, I was telling y'all yesterday, Amari Stoudemire had um, chastised his daughter because she got disrespectful with his mother. She disrespected his mother. And he chastised her. She must have said something really disrespectful because he smacked her and then he punched her. So she must have really did something disrespectful because we never heard anything like that about Amari Stoudemire before. So I don't know what she did because these little kids with privileges, they kind of disrespectful. But now he's in jail. So it's a whole lot of stuff going on in that industry, boy. It's either people getting killed or they going to jail. One or the other. I think that I think that the universe is trying to push us to make a change and change our whole way of thinking and living because the route we've been taking is not working for us. So I think subliminally, I think God is trying to push us in another direction and let us know like y'all can't continue like this no more. It's self-destruction. It's self-destruction 24/7. Everything is based on negativity, and it's not even. There's not enough positivity to even it up. So all we're gonna see is chaos. I don't know where nephew is. He always leave me hanging. Um, I don't know much about what's going on recently with that case with Young Thug because I'm just tired of trying to keep up with all this stuff. But if you're gonna be talking about things, you gotta like do your research and stuff like that. You can't just get up here and just be popping talking shit. Just to be talking. Um, hey, how you doing, Mr. Posted? He is coming home. It's just weird. It's not weird to you, Posted, how these things is moving now. Like this is just some new type of law shit now. And you can't say it's money because we've seen a lot of people get locked up over money. It just takes me to thinking they dropped the ball with the with fake warrants. Oh, okay, okay. So that was on their end. Okay, okay. But you know what me and my nephew noticed this morning was that and maybe you could cover this posted because you know you be going in. I see your headlines on what you call it, but you know all these people is in the cabal. So and I noticed that me and my nephew noticed that a lot of them took pictures with blood all over them, meaning that they'll go through these rituals or whatever to stay in position. So you know I didn't really think that he was going to stay in there. But I do know that he was doing a lot of good things, some good things with his money too. They don't really like that. So he might have been getting punished. Grand Rising nephew. Posted is up in here for a minute, I guess. I know he gonna go and host his clubhouse he be doing. I just hate Clubhouse now, Posted. Clubhouse just turned me off.
Posted from that's from Baltimore.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I send mines, man. It's Murder Gang, man. Send mines to you, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like the energy coming out of Baltimore right now. You know what I've noticed too also? Like with Baltimore, Memphis, New York, and even Chicago. Like they trying to change the kids that's coming up behind us. Oh, you out of Clubhouse?
This is a crazy thing, Queen. That dance been out for damn near 15 years since I
What
was a little nigga.
what dance?
That dance that they doing, that shit been lit since I was a kid. That shit been Baltimore dance group. That shit been lit since I was a young nigga. That dance been lit.
Yeah,
That ain't new.
but you know what? What I'm saying is that that energy is taking over.
Hmm.
It's not how long is that energy's been going for a long time where the kids is being creative and dancing, really dancing and stuff. You got people from Baltimore, Jersey, all over coming to New York to dance, and you got other kids too going to other states to dance. Like I think that's really good. I think that's a good little light shining in all this darkness with all this shoot 'em
I
up
feel
bang
like
bang.
I feel like I ain't gonna front. I'm a young dude. It been like that for the last 15. I'm not gonna say and hold you. I've been seeing that shit for the last 15 years. But right now, they putting some type of spotlight on it. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
well, it's because the kids have just gained the energy. They ain't got no choice but to put the spotlight on it. That's what happened with the breakdancing. It just reminds me of when breakdancing came out. I love the Heights strut. I think the Park Heights strut is new. I don't think that's been out there. He talking about the one where they be dancing with like just like the Harlem Shake been out for so long. You know, every state got their Chicago got the bop they be doing. So the I forgot what they call it in Chicago where they be dancing real wild. But and then you got the Sturdy now coming up. You got Memphis got they dance. I think that's a real good energy. I like this energy I'm seeing from them. Cause Grand Central in New York City, 42nd Street, Grand Central hasn't been since the 80s this lit. Kids wasn't going out there. They going out there now though. I don't know. I always get bots. I don't know. I always get bots. Let me hide them. Yeah, it feel like to me like the youth is trying to flip the energy with what's his name with that song I Just Wanna Rock and that being a big hit, and it's just really you're not saying nothing. They just dancing. It's a dance song. And that's good. It's coming back now. Before it was just murder, death, kill. Everybody wanna hear that. But now I see these little songs that's coming out where it's dance songs. And I think I'm seeing a little tiny light at the end of the tunnel because we can't keep going this way anyway. Everybody dying or going to jail. So now, even if Young Thug comes home, right? Yeah, club music. Yeah, we got club music too. Club music. We used to be but our club music when we was really into club music in New York, house music, it came out of Chicago and then it just blew up over here too. So it's just like we do have a vibrational link when it comes down to music and dance, and that vibration is never gonna end, no matter where we are. But nephew, I forgot what I was getting ready to ask you, nephew. Oh, we
Yes, sir.
slower than y'all's? Okay.
What he
Mm.
said?
No, we was talking about club music and house music. To me, they both the same. I danced to all of that shit.
But that's the crazy part. When we lost our poster, you could definitely vouch for this. When we stopped dancing, they were still dancing, Queen. Baltimore, New Jersey,
Mm-hmm.
they were still doing that same dance that they doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
When we was doing the Harlem Shake, they was doing that, and it
Mm-hmm.
never stopped. You heard? It never stopped.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I see the Harlem Shake is making a comeback with the sturdy. And I see
All of
they,
it together. They putting it all
yeah, they
together.
be mixing the breakdancing with it and everything. I just love it. I
That
love
girl you posted, she killed it.
which girl? I post so many people.
The girl that she
Oh,
she
the
did the
girl that did
backflip.
the flip. Yeah, she killed that sturdy shit. Same Philly, Baltimore, Chicago, New Jersey. Yeah, yeah. Philly, Baltimore, Chicago, New Jersey, and Memphis is getting in on it now too. So I think that's really nice. I think that's good because we done lost too many
Posted, I
cats.
ain't gonna lie, man. I'm happy you got off of Clubhouse. That's a big step, man.
Yeah, you could build you got your brand on YouTube anyway. Post it.
I
I'm
fucks
sure
with
you.
you, you heard? I mean, I just don't
Mhm.
fuck with Clubhouse.
Yeah, we just stopped going on Clubhouse, but we still fuck with our peoples we was fucking with. Hmm. Clubhouse is just it's just a it just seems like a magnet for agents and negativity. It just turned me off. I just one day just didn't want to get up there no more. Oh, you shadow ban? I'm shadow banned too, but I still be. You still got to keep going whether you shadow banned or not. Posted. Just keep pushing, and then you can knock that shadow ban off yourself. Don't let shadow ban stop you, because I'm definitely shadow banned. I have another channel where I just do biographies, and it was doing like 10,000 to 17,000 views every 48 hours, and then all of a sudden it went to nothing. So I know I'm shadow banned. Um, what was scripted posted? Yeah, I know I'm shadow banned on that channel, and I think it's because of my original channel, Queen Lotus. When they demonetized me, they don't like the way that I speak, the things I be speaking on. So that's why I don't like to really get on other people's platform and go too deep in, because I don't want to mess up their shit. Hmm. They keep pushing those. Don't give up on your channel because they shadow banned you. Just keep on doing it. You can break that shit yourself. Because I seen a lot of big YouTubers get shadow banned, and they just kept going, and they just knocked that shit down. Hmm. But so posted said Young Thug is coming home because they messed up with the warrants and stuff, nephew. But I know it's
Oh,
not gonna.
oh, I didn't even know I was off mute just now. My bad. Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I seen that. I seen that. With the phone situation when they first was talking about it and stuff. But you know me, I'm a person like this. Like I never believe. You remember I told you about the Fabio Foreign getting locked up in New York, and then they put him in New Jersey jail and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. And then somebody, when I was in prison before I came home, they was telling me that, like, it could all be a conspiracy theorist, whatever people want to call it. You know what I'm saying? But I listen to everything I hear. Listen to the message. Fuck the messenger. You know what I'm saying? So
I,
he
mm-hmm.
he told me. He said, "Yo, you know, when you see these people getting locked up, don't always believe your eyes. There's gonna be a lot of fake arrests going on. You heard?"
Mm-hmm. Oh, because you can't see the comments, so I'm reading what posted is saying. He said all of Clubhouse is scripted. They paid all the main speakers and suppressed the people like us. Yeah, I saw that coming. I saw that. And then you said that they signed the contract. I'm not sure who you was talking about, but he said all the evidence for Nuts' murder was thrown out, and that's why they gave Gunner and 3 others the a Ford plea. So they threw out all the evidence they had on Nuts' murder.
But
So
how they
that's
do that?
because they in that. Listen,
And
it
you
ain't
remember I
gonna.
sent you. That's why I sent you that picture earlier.
It ain't gonna be no logical explanation for that. These people is working with these people, and that's it. Or being that they put this RICO on them, they decided, okay, we got to give in, or we gonna get all these years in jail. That's what
Look,
they did to Ti. That's what they did to Wayne. You know what I'm
all of
saying?
them, all of
All of
them.
them, mostly all of them.
And look, let me tell you something,
Oh, it's a
man.
lawsuit coming. He said too, because it was fake warrants. Go ahead,
Look,
nephew.
it's one person. I ain't even gonna bring the person name up, but just some funny shit going on with that young thug situation.
Hold
Huh?
on, I'm gonna post a link for Poster in case he want to come up here.
Get your
Um,
ass up here, boy.
why can't I go in here?
Get your ass up here, boy.
Casey want to come up here because he.
I'm high as fuck right now, son. I love the dispensaries now. So.
Yeah, the dispensaries is taking over. You seen that video I put up about Brownsville where they was doing the cheese
Yeah,
lines?
the
Like,
whole line.
yeah,
Shit like New Jack City.
back in the days it was like that, but it was illegal. But they was letting us rock. Like I keep telling y'all, they give you 10 years to do whatever the fuck you want to do. Then they come and take over. Now they done took over almost every outlet on the streets for niggas that make money.
The
You know what
next
I'm saying?
wave, next wave. I'm gonna tell y'all the next wave. You heard? The next dispensary waves is gonna be mushroom churches.
Oh,
That's the
of
next
course,
wave.
of course.
It started in San Francisco already. They got the first one in San Francisco, the Mushroom Church. Then they're gonna start expanding. That's the next psychedelic. I mean, that's gonna be the first psychedelic introduced to the public.
That's me. My
What?
bad. Hold up. Let me fix my audio.
Mhm.
That's me.
You got the YouTube.
I gotta
play.
turn my YouTube off. My bad. Here we go.
Yeah.
My bad.
How you been? What's going on?
Cooling.
Up to that?
Y'all got the dispensaries cranking up there now.
What? It looked like back in the days in the 80s over here.
Yeah, ours done chilled out. They was jumping when they first got them. Now they kind of like you could just breathe straight in.
Yeah, I've been to y'all. I ain't been to Baltimore. Well, yeah, I've been to Washington D.C. shit, across the street from Howard University.
Same. It's set up the same. They all
They
like
got
the same.
some in Howard for Baltimore at Howard?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, right across.
technically,
No, Washington D.C. is Howard University.
I know.
yeah, we could go to the ones that's in DC too, like Maryland, all the same. DC and Maryland, you know that.
Oh, okay. DMV, right. DMV, yep. I be forgetting sometimes that Baltimore is Maryland. Cause it's like y'all kind of separate from the other parts of Maryland. Y'all like
That's a
y'all own
fact.
state. Yeah.
D.C. is weird. Period, Queen. That shit
It
weird.
I
definitely
know.
is.
I was out there for a minute. I used to live out there.
I would say they more connected to Virginia, DC is than Baltimore. Like you really got to come down the highway to come to Baltimore. I think you can leave out of DC and go into the streets of Virginia. I think.
No,
Nah,
you
you
could
gotta
go
go
in.
across the bridge,
You
Oh,
gotta
you
go
gotta
through
go across the
Maryland.
bridge for them too.
across the
Oh,
water,
okay.
Yeah,
go across the water.
you could go from DC into Maryland in like 5-10 minutes, but Virginia,
But
you got to go past Maryland.
Go across the water to get to Alexandria.
Mm-hmm.
okay. But yo, speaking on the thug case, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so look, the warrant I was saying that they got. All right, so the warrants from 2016, I believe, when they was trying to get Thug for the nut situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
What they did was they wound up getting all the evidence with fake warrants. Whoever wrote up the warrants faked the warrants, y'all.
But how
For
could they
real.
allow that when the DA was right there on doing press conferences and stuff?
It's like nobody questioned it until like it's like you know, if a serious person on the defense, if you don't have no serious lawyer, they could get away with all that type shit. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like
It's
nobody
facts.
checked it, being as though the case is
Yo,
as
look,
serious as it
classified.
is now.
Classified information right here. We worrying about the wrong people. I'm telling y'all this right now.
No,
We worrying about
we're
the
not.
wrong people. Until that nigga that shot Lil Wayne tour bus come home, none of this shit matters. Cause that's what they really want.
See, look, this is the thing. All
That's
right,
what they
so
really want.
to go with the conspiracy theory, right? Because I'm glad I'm rocking with y'all. So look, one of my
Mhm.
theories was I said this off top. I said, yo, I think this case is fake because I'm in Baltimore, yo. I know mad niggas catch indictments and RICOs, yo. When I read indictments, they make me scared. This one was some eatable. I said it all the time. I said, yo, hold up. What kind of RICO is this? They got one body? This shit light. A whole bunch of
I thought they said they were responsible for allegedly responsible for 50 murders.
no, that shit's nothing.
Look,
The
y'all.
only body they
They
got is
want that
nut.
little BMF nigga, son. They want that little BMF nigga that shot up Lil Wayne tour bus that been terrorizing Atlanta since fucking Big Meechin was out there. He's
That
home. He
already
was
went to
just
court,
home.
bro. Guess what?
Who
That
went?
already went to court before. And he got time for it. And then he got like it got suspended to
He
some
came
like
home.
it's open again though. It's open. So like yo,
Who that Lil Wayne tour bus shit?
hell yeah, that shit's still open. Whatever it happened to get him back out on the street, it basically got thrown out on the strength of they said that when yo went to court, the judge threatened him with time. So yo basically copped out on the strength of he was scared he was gonna get so much time. So it got like thrown out, like the judge, like he got to go back to court basically. But then the RICO came. I swear to God, like yo, this case is fake as shit. I
So
swear.
yeah, so they playing with people's minds and like they always
It
forget.
was all
But
about
let me tell
politics.
you,
Because listen, y'all, look, the case was serious. They had a no bail. They scared that they can get witnesses hit, right? So
Mhm.
then, right after November, when they go to vote, now everybody coming home on Alfred pleas. And I said this at the beginning. I said, yo, this like to make these people famous, yo.
Yep. They always got something. It's not even like it's not about the music no more or your talent. That has nothing to do with it.
Guess what I figured out?
And
It
you know
never
what?
was
Too?
about the music, yo.
It never
so
They
was.
created hip
y'all
hop.
don't think y'all don't think like they letting all the rappers go, right? But you have other dudes that ain't coming home. That ain't we not even talk.
The
We
real
don't even we
gangsters.
not thinking about
Yeah,
the
it's a
real
setup.
G's,
Yes.
the real G's, the real gangsters that's a part of this. They not even talking about them on the TV. People don't even know about them.
That's like Sue Surf case. Look, we went over Sue Surf paperwork, man. When I got to reading this paperwork, y'all, when you compare these two, we talking about fuck night and day. We talking about like, yo, we talking about like fucking heaven and hell type of difference in these two cases, y'all. And nobody talks about the Sue Surf because it's not celebrated. It's not on camera. It's not a whole bunch of people talking about it because it's real smoke. It ain't no whole bunch of, we talking about a whole bunch of back and forth messages between a team telling each other, we ready to go run down on some shit. We talking about a lot of back and forth messages. Clear as day. No. And then we got this case with Young Thug where these boys ain't even got no work. Y'all ain't never heard of no damn RICO charge where niggas ready to go to jail on a RICO and there ain't no drugs involved. I know y'all ain't never heard of it.
Right.
I know y'all ain't never heard of it. I said that off top. I said, yo, I ain't never heard of a fucking RICO
But
charge.
then they got knocked with drugs.
Nah, I'm talking about work, bro. Like you really selling. They
I
had
get what you're saying, like a break or
shit,
something.
you know? Look,
Yeah,
and then
because
they got caught with guns, but guess what type of gun charge they get caught with? Theft of a gun. All they gun charges is stolen guns because it's a stolen gun. You feel me? They not getting like, yo, you get fired for having illegal possession. No, they're getting theft of the gun. Like you just no, it's not even theft of the gun. You got a stolen gun. Possession of the stolen gun.
it sounds to me like they got spanked because they wasn't going along with the program with the brotherhood. And now that they agreed to go along with the program, there's so many things it could be with this.
I think they acting for the brotherhood, and they created this nigga from the start, and that's why this nigga got this generic ass, fake ass name called Young Thug, and this nigga been sweet to turn these young niggas into fucking sweet thugs, and this nigga been on a 10-year run of doing that shit for real.
And even knocked Wayne out the box for him. They even knocked him out the box for him.
So would he be like the reincarnation of what the Boondocks was talking about with Gangstalicious? Because Gangstalicious is Gucci Man.
I mean, Tupac was Gangstalicious.
Oh, a
Oh
lot of them
shit.
was gangsterlicious.
Oh
A lot
shit.
of them.
No, ho.
Oh shit.
Y'all don't want to know what I found out recently. Ho. Let's go back to African Bambaataa, who learned from Dr. Malachi York, who
That's
was running
right.
with motherfucking Russell Simmons and
And
helped that boy
Jay-Z.
start that
And
motherfucker.
Jay-Z. Yeah,
Yes,
go
yo,
ahead.
listen, yo, this fruit shit been involved in hip hop, and then the
Since
hip
the
hop shit is
beginning.
connected to the civil rights and the Black Panthers, yo. Them fucking Jew people and the elite blacks that set all this shit up, y'all.
All it up. Because Martin
All
Luther
of it.
King, they said Martin Luther King was sleeping with men and women, allegedly.
He was a plant. Yo, you
Right.
can't get
Now
famous.
we know
You couldn't get
NAACP
famous
was
like
a
that,
plant.
yo. He was a plant, yo. You couldn't get that goddamn famous, yo. Not nationally famous, yo, if they racist against you and don't want you to be famous. And all the black people
So
in
let
the
me
United States know you when they barely got television? Hell no.
that's
Hold on. They let you rent out this goddamn DC thing so you could bring all these black people up here and talk. Hell no.
So it's just like mostly everything that we've been seeing has been scripted.
Facts.
All our history that they've been showing us is a
That's
bunch
a
of
fact.
bullshit.
You can't. Well, hold on. I'm gonna tell y'all another side though. Some of the things we like, you don't get without the script. Like, going to party and smoking weed and all these things come with this bullshit they done gave us too. I ain't gonna lie. One day I was sitting back thinking like, damn, they got us all in like a big ass play. But then I was like, damn, but if you strip that part, then that whole luxury or coming up from nothing, like the capitalistic mind state of the United States is gone too. It's a double-edged sword. That's where the duality come in. And they know though. So they just sit back and play the game.
Yeah, because we was talking about yesterday how these dudes how they be giving us false images, like how they got so much money and they live in this type of lifestyle and they really not, just to draw people in.
That's a fact. Like even
son, let me tell you something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me tell you something, son. All it takes is a software and the typing. Like you see how you type a letter? All they got to do is type 1-0-0-0-0-0-0. Swipe the card 3 times, and you got $1 million on this card. That's all it takes. It don't take money. It don't take cash for them to give these people money to make it look like they got it.
I agree with that.
And then when they not going accordingly, they just turn their cards off and shit and don't give them access to whatever money they said they
You can never withdraw off these cards. You can never take money off these cards. You can only swipe them.
No, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. The card got the ghost number on it. You can't hit the max. The niggas say the bitch got a cap. Yo, y'all ain't see it. Did Gregory say, man, that bitch got a cap? Yeah, your number might say you got like 100 mil in that motherfucker, but really try spend a 20 piece of something on that bitch. Watch what happens. Straight up. And I thought about it. I said, yo, you know what?
You could never spend a 20 piece on your car.
None
The
of these
limit is
things
only
got
like
nothing
5.
that costs nothing for real. I swear to God, I said, yo, you know what? Niggas do be having large lump sums of bread, but they got regular people shit still. That nigga got a Ferrari and a big ass mansion. Nah, my nigga, you should own like a goddamn Walmart corporation or something. You understand?
Right.
None of them ain't got none of that type
things
shit.
like just in case something goes wrong, they still have some money. A lot
now
of them
that you say that.
But I wanted to say this one thing too. That's what they did to Dave Chappelle when they wanted him to switch his show around and he wouldn't do it. They turned off his credit cards.
Now that you talk about factories, right? You said why they opened up a Walmart factory. Your man Ye was worth $11 billion. Where his Yeezy factory at, Duke? I'm thinking about it. Where's your Yeezy factory?
Bluff, man. He bluffed us out.
I think he was worth
Master P.
I think he had the potential. Like he had the potential to make $11 billion after the projects went through, but since the projects didn't go through, right?
Okay, you got 400 million. You got 400 million in the biggest black brand in the universe. Where's your fucking warehouse at?
Oh no, yo, don't sleep, yo. This a play, bro. That boy faking right now.
I'm just saying. That's all. Yo, I'm just asking. I don't know if he got one.
And the Jewish people, yo, they got their relationship is so tight, yo. They too smart at that high level of money, bro, to really be having that dumbass bickering match he doing, yo. And he running around to all these platforms speaking about the same thing, knowing they fake trying to shut him down. That's a play, bro. I hate to say it. It's sad that he playing with the black community while doing it, bro. I ain't gonna
You
lie.
You know what?
you
Let
see
me
all
tell
these
you
black
something.
people in the front now.
Let me say this. In the position that we're in this system that we live under, we have to take what we can get. Now, one thing that he did was confirm what is going on in the industry. It's up to us now.
But see, look, this the one thing I noticed about him saying that, right? And at first, right, and I like Kanye, right? But then I had to think about it, like, all right, he brushing upon stuff that the people do need to know, but he keep leaving it as a riddle. And we know that these people ain't smart enough to cipher through these riddles. So it's almost like he using it as a tool
And
to.
that's what me, you, and Queen is for.
But
Right.
see, look, we already been talking this. So this one thing I told my people, I said, yo, this little thing he complaining about with the Jewish people, technically, yo, Michael Jackson was talking this shit in the 90s, bro. Like, so he ain't saying nothing new.
But nobody was listening to Michael Jackson.
You was.
No,
Yeah,
we
I
heard him.
was. Some
Hold
of
up,
us
hold up.
was. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. You were. And that's why Queen is passing it down to me.
Facts. I was
You
paying
know what I'm
attention to
saying?
Mike. My thing is
So
this. I
all you
think
got
people
to
keep
do is
repeating it.
talk. All you have to do is keep talking. No matter who you are, what level you is, somebody is gonna grasp that information and take it to the next person. I don't give a fuck if you Michael Jackson or you old dirty bastard.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Niggas gonna take
all
that
right.
information.
Yeah, because you know what we tend to do as black people? We tend to look at the messenger and try to decipher him on whether or not we're going to accept what was given to us.
That's a
These
fact.
people are put on these platforms, I believe, so that the Most High could use them to show us what's going on, and that's it. They're not there to lead us.
I think it's more plants out though too. So we gotta be careful who we
Mhm.
listening to.
But
Mm-hmm.
you, and just I'm not saying y'all in particular, but I'm just saying y'all can say people not listening to y'all all day, but it's somebody like me that's younger than y'all listening. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
true.
So you can never say people not listening.
Guess what I'm gonna tell you though? This the dangerous part right here, bro. To what you just is a connector, and it took me a minute to realize this. And this the part. This the part. Matter of fact, you're gonna be able to relate. All right, so listen. When you can see through the smoke and mirrors, right? I got this theory that they recruit you. So I got this idea, like it's like the people that can see through the smoke and mirrors, they hire you and they got they ways of doing it, whether it's through the school, whether they get you through military, whether it's your job, right? So look, I was sitting
Shorty,
there thinking
peace.
what huh?
Mm-hmm. I was saying peace to somebody came in the chat.
Oh, so I was sitting there thinking one time, I'm like, yo, um, these groups even don't have no remorse for their own community. Like they own communities have been like kind dealing with these same problems. Like let's say the music, right? So one day I was like, damn, yo, they kind of use the rock and roll to manipulate white people just like they did black people. So with the drugs, the culture, and kind of shaped and molded certain classes of white
Hmm.
people, right?
I was
So
just
I'm like,
telling
all
Queen
right.
that the other
Peace,
day.
Dubs.
So like they all right, so say
Uh-huh.
less. I'm like, all right, bet. So it's almost like it's a group of elite humans not in that don't care about race. So when you get into the real intellectual people that get to talking, you'll catch some purple people that'll clearly say, yo, black people this, black people that, and they not worried about race, right? And on vice versa. So I'm like, hold on, bro. So that means it's a group of elite blacks, like we already knew, but I'm really thinking, stepping back, like, hold on. That's a simple way of looking at it. Not the boule, not this secret scary group. No, just some a
So
smaller group. So I say all that to
let me.
say, yo,
Let him
nephew.
let him land, nephew. Let him
Mhm.
land.
No, just the end right here. Look, I'm saying all that to say, yo, I don't think we supposed to be trying to wake everybody up.
We
We
not.
supposed to target a real small group, bro, and do you.
Now check this out, right?
We
I was talking to
mm-hmm.
Queen about this about last week, Queen, and I brought this up to you. Do you think that um hip hop only if like you think it affect us, just us, like only black people? Like I'm around white people all day, and I could tell you, like, okay, it affect us, but check the suicide rates out on their side though. Just go to statistics, you heard? On the suicide rates over there.
Yeah,
It's
but
heavy over there.
that's not related to hip hop
It is
necessarily.
though. No, it's
Not
related
all
to
of it.
Raw Wave. It's related to NBA YoungBoy, Little Uzi Vert, XXX. These is what these people listen to every single day.
Mm-hmm.
Every single day, I swear to my mother, that's all they listen to.
Is that adding to the process of them actually doing that to themselves, or is that just a musical choice?
They doing it to themselves. I'm gonna tell you why. I had a conversation with this girl. I told her straight up. I said, "Yo," she said, "I'm a miserable person. I'm always sad." I said, "Yo, check this out. Look at the music you listen to all day." She said, "What?" I said, "Yo, look. You listen to sad music all day. Everybody you listen to is about sad. P&B Rock, Raw Wave, XXX, Lil Uzi. These people that's targeting you. They are targeting you. You know what I'm saying?" And guess what she said? "This is the music I like. I'm gonna keep listening to it."
Um, that's the digital world and capitalism clashing that making her feel like that, bro.
And
That's
there's a certain
disconnect.
demographic. There's a certain demographic in the audience that is susceptible to that. Just like we the type that is not susceptible to that shit. You got a certain percentage of them that
Mhm.
are susceptible to that. Unfortunately.
Yo, we got like a spunk in us that kind of just make us not be open to really like on the like, I'm a get myself out of here. Like that suicide thing just don't seem to
There's
click in the same way.
there's a lot of portals that don't open up for us. That's wide open for them. Like that is wide open for them. Rape is wide
Um,
open for them. That's not thing. That's not our thing. You know what I'm saying? These are
yeah,
things that's
that's
wide
a
open for
tricky
them.
thing. I think the music can have play a part in it because of course the sound and the way you
Vibration.
listen to music, you listen
Hmm.
to it repetitively. So like it's almost like you brainwashing yourself with those lyrics, to be honest. You doing it
It's
to you.
not just human. It's animals too. Y'all ain't see the video when the dogs are singing Tim's song, the
Hmm. Hmm.
beginning. "Ah," they
Hmm.
singing it.
Hmm.
Y'all think y'all this is real?
It's a
This ain't a
vibrate.
game.
It's a vibration. It's a frequency. And
Yeah, it's
anything that's
real.
living is on a certain wave. There's a wave that goes out. There's a frequency that we cannot see, and
Even flowers.
that hasn't been right. Because if you play a certain type of music around plants, the plants will die or live, flourish, one or the other. So there's a frequency connected to all living
The
beings,
Rice experiment.
right? And even Pavlov's dog with the bell ringing with the cocaine. You ever heard about that? Posted the
Mm-mm.
Pavlov's dog.
No.
Well, this is Carl Jung did this, the philosopher. He had a dog, and he would distribute. He would ring a bell. No, he with the food. When it was time to eat, he would ring the bell,
Oh
and the
yeah, yeah,
dog would
yeah.
come. And then after a while, he wouldn't give the dog no food, but the dog would still run over there salivating. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? So they did that with cocaine too, like with the mice and the rats. All these experiments that they do because they're always trying to study the behavior of life. Grand Rising Broadway. So,
Yeah, we
you know what I wanted to ask you to post it? Because you had said this, you was the only one that I saw said this, and I was thinking it. And I did say it a couple of times that I think that Takeoff's murder was could have been a fake death.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um they
Allegedly.
yeah, I think it's possible. I mean, you got a couple different things that's if you put the pieces together and do the money motive, faking it is a better ending to a career for a rapper
Mm-hmm.
than the actual long way out. So the long way out is actually it's the long way out going to kill him, to be honest. The
Mm-hmm.
long way out of a rapper career is going to kill him because I don't think no rapper now can live with social media till they old age, y'all. So I'm gonna keep it real. We already see a lot of them They gotta damn near walk off, yo, and fake this day death. Cause yo, to depreciate value in today's digital world is gonna be so depressing, and so like you gonna have to damn near move.
Right, like
Like
it's hard to keep people's attention for a long span of time, like for a career, for your whole career. Like that's almost impossible.
I think we was misled to believe that it is a longevity thing with some of these people careers that's been falsely stretched.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Right, how they knock people off just so
Like
they,
Drake.
yeah,
Like Drake.
and how they knock people off to make it, to put somebody else in position.
exactly. Like, all right, we seen first off, I think people overlook the fact that hip hop not even that old. So first off, you got Biggie and Pac getting killed in the 10th year. That's crazy.
Right.
You could
But
say you could argue
they set it off though with Scott LaRock, because now the story about Scott LaRock is coming out. Did you hear the story about Scott LaRock?
with the beef with the chick, or what they saying. They changed it
No, it was a beef, but it wasn't really even a beef. Like he
in
had
another
squashed.
neighborhood.
No, it was in the Bronx, but he had squashed the beef. The beef was squashed.
But
His
the chick sent their peoples.
No, his bodyguard came and punched the dude in the face after they squashed it, and he started shooting at the car. But the backstory is they were being offered 2 contracts. KRS-One wanted the contract where you get the money up front, and Scott LaRock wanted the contract where you get the publishing. So there was a conflict with that. Same conflicts that people have now.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean,
Because
it's a
Scott
lot
LaRock
of
went to
depth
school
like
for.
that.
He went to school for all that shit. Scott LaRock
It's
went
a
to
lot
school
of
for all that
depths
shit.
like
He knew
that.
all that shit.
So
And they
it's the
said
same
Scott LaRock got
story.
killed by a sniper rifle too.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, it's the same cycle. Now he was the first one, and then, like you said, 9 years later, because 1986 was when Scott LaRock got killed. 9 years later, we had the second murder, and the second and third hip hops, and second one was Tupac, and the third. I mean, I think also Eazy-E. People don't talk about Eazy-E, but I think that Eazy-E became a threat because Jerry Heller had taught him everything about the music business, and he
Yo,
started
Queen,
talking.
I brought this up to you before when we spoke about the Scott LaRock similarities to I said it's got similarities to King Von and it got similarities to Takeoff. Now Takeoff situation, somebody popped on somebody, then the first shot you hear is a muffled shot, sound like a sniper rifle. This nigga started, like, when he got hit, he flew up, like he started, like his body jerked up, like he ain't, like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then mad regular shots came after. Like, I'm from the hood. Muffled shots? Where that's coming from? Muffled shots, where that's coming from? Like, and then you hear regular gunshots. Boom, 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 boom. That first shot, where that muffle come from?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, the fact that it's no clean.
Poster, you faded out. Somebody must be calling him or something. I want to talk about Eazy-E again. Like nobody really talks about Eazy-E, and Eazy-E was taken out. You don't just have 1 week you've been diagnosed with HIV, and then the next week you're dead with full blown AIDS. So something happened with Eazy-E, and Eazy-E was a threat because he was one of the first ones that learned the business inside and out and wasn't going along with the program. Because once he found out what was being done, it was too late for him to, go and talk to his friends. But once he really understood after Ice Cube left and all that, everybody was complaining, and he really looked at what was going on, he became a threat. And he was about to fire people and start his own business and bring his own people in. And, he was a good businessman. They didn't like that shit. It was the Twin Towers, Biggie and Tupac, and I feel like Eazy-E was building number 7. Understand? And that's how they came and infiltrated hip hop. And this is how they deaths went. 95 Eazy-E, 96 Tupac, 97 Biggie. That's my house. What the hell was that bell? That was your house, nephew? Oh. Yeah, they definitely set Eazy up. They definitely did. And people don't talk about Eazy-E because they be looking at things in forms of money and who was the most talented and who got the most attention now. But he was one of the ones they knocked off to take over hip hop. You know?
Yeah, great.
I think
It's like
Post his
4:50.
phone died on him. Yeah, his phone died on him. But I'm glad he popped up in here though. I didn't even know he was following me. Hip hop has definitely been infiltrated, just like every other
Hip hop is
music
dead.
before hip hop. Just like classical at one time, it was just black people. Just like R&B, soul, just like the blues. It's always taking over. It's just hip hop's turn. We had a 40-year run. Well, I would say we had a 10-year run without them really being able to infiltrate. You know what I'm saying? And then it was
Once
over.
Jay-Z and Diddy, it was over. They
Yeah,
killed it.
once 50 and them came in, it was a wrap. They was willing to sell New York out. And once they sold New York out, that was the end. Because New York was born and bred here, and we're the natural leaders of hip hop where it should go. And they took that away from us because they knew if they took it from us, they would take the consciousness out of the music.
Yeah, what's that old guy keep telling you that got Jay-Z that deal from Chicago? Quincy Jones. That's the one.
Oh. Well, Tupac was telling us about Quincy Jones right before he died. Tupac was revealing a lot of stuff about him. So it's all these people they saying commit suicide is bullshit. They found them, they shot themselves in the head. Like they said Kurt Cobain shot himself in the head with a shotgun. with the hand that he don't even use. It's not only black people, it's anybody who's righteous. It's not only black people.
Switch was crazy.
There's so many people they said killed themselves, and I just don't fucking believe it. This girl put the cards on Twitch, and that's not what the card said. And I put the cards too, and that's not what the card said. So
everybody can be wrong.
Everybody can't be wrong. And the cards that she was pulling it on air, and it was precise. It said occult. It said shotgun. It said bullet. It said murder. It said woman. It said all type of shit. I think I'm a react to that reading that this girl did.
I want to bring this up too. While we up here, because I brought it up to you the other day about Kelsey's testimony on a trial with Tory Lanez and stuff. Just this little specific thing. I'm not even talking about nothing about the case. I just want to talk about what she said on the trial. They asked her. They said, They said, why did you lie to us when we asked you so forth and so forth? She said, because I was in LA. And they said, what that means? She said, I get anxiety when I'm in LA. Whenever I'm in LA, I just want to go home. Something's just not right with LA. This is what she said on trial.
Somebody who said that? Somebody else said that too, right? A dude said that.
I don't know.
Yeah, somebody else said something about LA. Anyway, and it wasn't like that before. It wasn't like that before.
When I heard that, I said, damn.
We just didn't know. See, social media has given us an open window to so many things we didn't have an open window to before. The internet, yeah. So maybe these things been going on. We just wasn't privy to it.
Now there's all types of people on their ass. They own people, all that.
It's all type of people from the background coming out speaking. Like when Beyonce's drummer came out and said she was a witch. You know what I'm saying? Even though a lot of us was already know that because we already know the symbols and things that can identify people as such. She came out and said it to the general public. And she said she was scared for her life. She came out and said that they was putting it all over the news, but I told y'all, they be using this type of stuff because they have to tell us what they're doing. You understand? They have to tell us what they're doing. And this is the way they do it. They use these type of people to come out and say, oh, Beyonce a witch and oh, Jay-Z worship the devil and all that, because they really telling you what's going on. They know that the
Mhm.
general public is not going to believe it.
And that's the thing. Some people is there still gonna want to be like Beyonce more. Like, yeah, I want to do that. Fuck that. I'm
Yeah,
on that.
and they have romanticized the satanic lifestyle and Satanism now. So much more people is used to it than when I was younger. Because when I was younger in the 80s, I remember they were saying, don't use Colgate toothpaste, the devil, make it a 666 on the container. You know, little stuff was coming out even then. You feel me?
What? What you talking about on Colgate?
Like Colgate, the brand, they're Satanists. Like that was coming out in the 80s. Like
Word?
all of these major manufacturers, the symbology, like people were starting to break those codes down early in the 80s. When I was a kid, I was hearing that. You feel me? But
Mhm.
now it's just progressed now because of the internet, and more people are talking and revealing things. But I was hearing that on the streets before the internet.
Mm.
Little traces of it was coming out. And that's why I say that my generation, well, the generation before mine, that they hit with the dope, that was the generation that was coming, that was no longer oblivious, that was no longer deaf, dumb, and blind. And the fluoride,
And
yep,
mute. And mute.
and mute. So that's when they started to break codes and shit and started, you know, figuring things out. And that's where you got your people started speaking out. But the real people that were speaking out, you know, they got rid of them and put the fake ones up there, just like they doing with hip hop now. They getting rid of the real artists and putting the fake ones up there. You feel me? It's the same shit.
Mhm. Putting the trash music out and the good music, they shelving
Hmm. But that's the system that we live in. But what the good thing is that with all of their efforts and hiding everything from us and doing all of the things they was doing, right now in 2022, their walls have been kicked down. Everybody can see what's going on now. So it's a matter of choice. Right now, it's a matter of choice of the people. If the people say we're not going to support these people no more, they're worthless to the cabal. But it's always going to be somebody that's willing to take that bag. And that's the problem. We give them the power. And we don't recognize that shit. If we all said fuck the money and all that, and we just gonna turn around and we gonna help each other and we gonna do whatever we can to survive and turn our backs on them, it's a wrap for them because they won't have no more power over us.
You know why it's always gonna be somebody? Because every rapper that they sign, every single one, they bum ass niggas before they get a deal. Super homeless ass bum ass niggas. If you watch every single one of them, KRS One was homeless. Meek Mill, look at his fucking background. Just all of them was just like they couldn't fend for themselves really
And
before they even got the deal.
also the ego thing, because everybody wants to be worshipped and to be special. You feel me? Everybody got this God complex. Everybody's striving to do things and get things so that other people can worship them and put them in a certain category. And I'm a victim of that myself. Most of us are victims of that because that's the system we've been raised under. We all want to have Gucci and all that. I love Gucci. But now I'm finding out things about Gucci and I'm feeling guilty. Like, why would I spend my money and support this type of people? You understand? It's to the point now where it's all in your face now. When you can't be oblivious, it's hard for you to be oblivious now and keep the same habits and put the same things on pedestals when everything that was hidden in the background about them is being revealed. So it's time for change. We being pushed in the corner to change our ways. I'm telling you, it's just that we've been so used to these things for so long. It's hard
Hmm.
to give up the habit. It's a habit. It's a habit to want to have these things. It's a habit to want to have a new car every 5 minutes if you've been used to that. So it's just a matter of us breaking out of this programming, and that's real difficult to do. That's me as much as I know. I have a lot of things I need to break out of that I'm used to.
Everybody.
Hmm. So I could be the best person I could be. And it don't have nothing to do with belongings. Yeah, you gotta survive and you want to have extra to do what you want to do with your peoples or whatever. But when it comes down to it, your integrity makes you who you are. So I was just popping up here for a few. Nephew, you got anything else you want to say?
Nah, I'm good. Time to get to work.
Okay, time to make some moves. So I hope y'all have a peaceful day and a blessed day. Thanks for joining us. If you're catching it later, peace and love to you too.
Bless up, bless up.
And much love, y'all. One. Later, nephew.
Later.
Later, Dubs.